you are sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the world. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can you lie? Why can you steal? Why can you allow the citizens to beef? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. I said no one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired. They tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray? They have enough of time, but yeah, instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation.
It's for.
You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But
Brother, the question we ask
the people
was
the
people lie to us.
The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can you lie? Why can you steal? Why can you allow the citizens to beef? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us.
People lie to us.
The government betray us. Hallelujah. The blessing too plenty, man.
D12 on the beat.
Your season has come, your level has changed. No delay,
No more delay.
your season has come, your level has changed.
No delay, no more delay.
This is the season for the Liberian people. No more delay.
delay. No delay, no delay. Papa. I don't know your puno, I don't know your struggle, I don't know your struggle.
Y'all listen to this song keenly. Y'all listening and try to analyze this song and compare it to our problem, the Liberian people. No more delay. Watch 2023, wonderful Tuesday, October 10th. God have already seen our tears, our pain and our suffering, our situation. As a people and as a country, Liberia, our level must change and must change now. No more delay. Minister Alvin B., our local gospel musician Ronnie Connor, specifically Iowa. Let's promote our own people, okay? Frustration because of bad leaders. God is about to turn it around. That's why we must remain engaged. No more delay. I don't know how to sing. You just feel sorry for me, okay? No more delay. Yeah, please share the show, my people. Yeah, please share the show. We here to fire again tonight. We here to fire. We looking for words to use, man. We got it, okay? Sister Rebecca is watching. Big Mama. The leader for Joseph Newman Buakai, Dynamic Ambassador. They are on their way to Liberia to fundraise to protect the vote. No more delay. I'm gonna start bongo. All right, folks, everybody welcome on board, okay? Tonight we're going to have another fascinating conversation here. I'm in studio. Your son. Some of you your uncle. Some your nephew. Some of you your brother. And some of you, your best friend. We are doing this for Mama Liberia. We want to have a free country, evident by this constitution. We can no longer afford to go back to where we came from. And that's why we do what we do. No string attached. Share the show. That's all we need from you, okay? Please share the show, folks. Tonight, our topic is University of Liberia students versus President George WEAH criminal cartel looters. Okay? Why University of Liberia student continues to chase cartel looters out? Why? That's the question we are asking here tonight. Why? They did it to VP Joy Howard Taylor, former wife of convicted warlord Charles Dapana Gange Taylor. She was booed, and we'll bring the tips to you. For us, we don't only discuss the news, but we discuss the news makeup as well. So we want to find out from you why these criminal cartel looters continue to be chased out by university students. What are the issues? Are they responsible for their suffering? Maybe. They also chase out Nathaniel Magee, the current sanctioned former minister by the U.S. government to the Treasury Department. They also chase out the little-known Serena Safer, former Solicitor General Republic of Liberia, resigned as sanctioned by the U.S. government. In recent time, we saw them a few hours ago. They chased out the special bearer to the Tada minister, senior criminal cartel member, call himself, how they call him, Samuel Tuoya, CKA, criminal cartel member, Luther number 2. So tonight we are coming to you live from our beautiful state called North Dakota, the most talked about rural state and food productions of food we produce to eat, we share with the rest of America, and we also share with the world. When you hear potato, this is a factory for potato. When you hear about airplane wing, we produce it right here in North Dakota. When you talk about crude oil, we got reserve. When you talk about not deficit, but legacy budget, or you might call it reserve, we got over 7.8 billion in our reserve. Wonderful North Dakota. This is where we separated tonight to come to you so we can discuss Mama Liberia to see whether we can have a better country, better leaders, and so we can come to North Dakota and ask them to help us to grow too. To grow what we eat. And to talk about what we eat. Alright? So it is our own contribution in addition to what we do every day for our people. To come here and enlighten you, motivate you, and encourage you, to keep hopeful. Even though there's no hope, based on the CDC-led government definition, there's no hope in real time, but hopeful because there is a God somewhere. You're listening to the gospel song single, right? There's no more delay. The God that's in heaven already have seen our pain, our tears, our situation, and He's about to kill it right now. And not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, but right now. And that's why you should be hopeful. Alright? After this song, we're going to go to the issue right away. We're going to start with Charles Taylor, okay? We're going to start with a clip from Charles Taylor. I think in the courtroom. That's what we're going to start with. Don't worry about it. We're going to get it going. Please share the show. Do a favor. Share the show, my people. We're begging you. Please share the show. That's all we want from you. Share the show. Thank you. Papa, may your soul rest in peace. Oh, yes. I want to say to my grandparents, may their soul rest in peace. Yeah, we're starting with Dapana. We're starting with old man Dapana, yeah?
Now help us. Why did you launch an invasion of Liberia in December 1981? Liberia has a very long and what some may call a checkered history. The MPFL that launched the revolution that I led was the second NPFL, not the first. Following years of turmoil that I would say goes back to as far as 1955 or before, and maybe at some point in time we'll deal with what 1955 meant to Liberians. We had problems. The government of one of my predecessors, Samuel Kanyan Doe, had led a very violent campaign against citizens of the country, and I have no direct quarrels with him because maybe he may have had his own reasons. But citizens of Nimba were killed. The general that led the rising during that particular time, General Thomas Kwironkwa, was captured, killed in Monrovia, and cannibalized by then members of the armed forces of Liberia. Elections were held. They were stolen by Doe, and there was a reign of terror. And so we went in to bring about some order and restore democracy in Liberia. Now help us, Mr. Taylor. During the course of the MPFL's campaign in Liberia, were atrocities committed? I will be the first to admit that bad things did happen in Liberia during the operations of the MPFL for several reasons. Let's not forget, we're dealing with a period of tribal problems. Doe had killed Nimbadians, Guios, and Manos, and Crowns were involved in the operations, assisted by some other groups. There was bad blood, the need for revenge on the part of certain groups. All of these things were going on. So when we launched this revolution to bring about stability in the country, yes, there were times when some individuals, because of their own selfish motives, engaged in certain actions. But what is very clear is that when we found out that atrocities have been committed, we acted. There are so many cases that have come in evidence before this court where the prosecution have said that they called the names of several generals that were executed. Yes, we did. They were tried before military tribunals using the military code of justice that officers on this side of the court know very well, the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And if individuals and citizens were murdered in cold blood, they were taken before military tribunal. They had a fair day in court, and if they were found guilty, and the punishment was whatever I, as the leader of the MPFL, approved, there was just no indiscriminate killing of people. But these terrible things happened, but we took action as we found out. Now, I don't claim that we knew everything that happened, but whatever happened that we got to find out, we acted upon. Now, you called it a revolution, Mr. Taylor. Why? Change. Liberia had a history of one party. The true Whig party in Liberia was all of our party. Whether you wanted to be a member of the party or not, you were just a true Whigger. That Whig is that old Southern style politics that the quote-unquote Americo-Liberian brought as the free slaves returned from the United States. And they had what they call the Whigs. And so the true Whig party in Liberia was the only party. And That continued throughout the Talbot administration, and when Doe came in, he continued. So the revolution was to bring about a full change, to bring about democracy, multi-party democracy, may I say, and a rule of law, which we no longer knew after the failed attempt of General Kurumba. Things got really out of hand.
Was that revolution informed by any particular ideology?
You know, when we get into ideology, I've tried not to become so ideologically attached to some of these different dogmas that you hear. But it was informed by one thing: a desire for democracy and the rule of law.
Now, moving on, Mr. Taylor, did you knowingly assist Fotis Sanko and the RUF to invade Sierra Leone?
I, Charles Gankey Taylor, never, ever, at any time, knowingly assist Fotis Sanko in the invasion of Sierra Leone.
Did you plan such an invasion with him?
I never, ever planned any invasion of that friendly country with Fotis Sanko.
Did you have prior knowledge that such an invasion would take place?
Now, I may have to probably just seek some clarification. I was aware from Libya that a Sierra Leonean group, the Sierra Leonean Pan-African Revolutionary Movement, harbored the intent to carry on such operations in Sierra Leone at the time in Libya. And so that's why I said I need some clarification. But as to the Fotis Sanko operation, no.
Did you ever provide the RUF with military assistance?
I did not provide the RUF with any military assistance to invade Sierra Leone. However, between the periods of August 1991 throughout May of 1992, there was cooperation between the RUF and the NPFL following the invasion of Liberia by ULIMO that had been armed, trained, and sent in by the Mamo government. Now, I provided for the protection of the borders of Liberia, as was my duty and responsibility at the time. I provided small amounts of arms and ammunition, more ammunition than arms, to that particular group. And now let me be specific. Before this court, these judges have seen a letter produced by the prosecution of Fotis Sanko writing me a letter complaining about small amounts of arms or ammunition. Yes, and I think he had a reason to complain because, in fact, I was struggling myself and probably his expectations were too high. But I did. Between that period in question, and it ended in May of 1992, after several
Now help us. Why did you launch an invasion of Liberia in December 1989?
Liberia has a very long and what some may call a checkered history. The MPFL that launched the revolution that I led was the
that I have filed in court, and I just leave it. You understand? Let me tell you something. The courtroom is a process. And many of your colleagues who are judicial reporters understand what I'm talking about. But for most of you who report who are not interacting with the court, you don't know. When we started Justice Janet's case, I take cases with convictions. I am not a politician. That's one of the mistakes people make around here. I'm not a politician, I'm a lawyer. I take cases on the basis of the weight of the evidence in the case. When we took Justice Janet's case, I still maintain today that we believe that the impeachment of Justice Janet was illegal. I stand by it. I can never retract from my past. I take this case today that because there is no evidence against the mayor, and that because what has been institutionalized against the mayor is a propaganda by individuals who are trained in spreading propaganda. Because why do I say it is a propaganda? When you give a lay fact, and that lay fact, you play with other falsehoods, you characterize that lay fact without giving evidence, then it is propaganda. For example, Jefferson Koji is the mayor of the city of Montreal. That's a fact, yes. Tala works with the city corporation. That's a fact. They say, okay, but then see the there, let me just tie the logic, the incoherent and unsubstantiated logic, characterized with propaganda to say there was killing that went on there because Tala was a former general. We can lay it away that people will believe that, oh, but then he was the one because he sent him down there to kill. That propaganda. They wouldn't look for small facts on you. I'm from student politics, so I know propaganda. I'm a former retired student political general, so I understand propaganda. When you get evidence, bring it to court. Up till now, do you know that Jefferson Koji went over there? He was being asked questions and quiz on the allegation by Councillor Brother. We hear Councillor Brother appearing on Facebook. Do you know that? That is demeaning for a professional law enforcement agency. But it's simply because of the propaganda. That was why the mayor decided, and we advised that let's go there. But under the criminal procedure law and the rules of evidence, I have no right to respond to a police invitation. He cannot. But because he's a political man, he has a clear eye in understanding the political aspect of it. He said, let me go there. And that's why he did yesterday. That's why he did yesterday. So the issue of, it's possible we sue, it can take 1 year. They may lead up to 2 years because when the case is concluded at the trial court, you got to go to the Supreme Court. Your colleagues who are judicial reporters know that. There are cases now that we are sued for in certain individuals. That, for example, we filed an action for horrible musability against the senator of Mosquito County, DeLong. We in court. We in court. We in the process. The case has been ruled to trial. We will soon be going to trial. But some people have forgotten the judge that his case is in. No. Jefferson Koji also has an action of slander and libel against the senator of Grand Bassa County. We filed that action before, and the case is almost being ruled to trial. That is how the judicial process works. It is not about filing suit and you stay away from it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
In the wing of Liberia.
electoral power. So well, good afternoon, folks. We are here at the University of Liberia. Where a group of students from this university they have purchased a luscious house. I think I learned that he's the assistant to Samuel Toy, and one time had a plate in leches. So the students of the University of Liberia are chasing. So we'll be talking with some of the students shortly. If they will agree to talk with us, we'll be asking them what were their reason for chasing him out of the campus.
All right, folks. That is the way it is. We can't show you all the clips. Some of them getting sticky. But I think you see it for yourself, and you heard it for yourself, and you watch it for yourself. This is the beauty of 21st century social media, internet, and smartphone technology. That's the beauty of it. You can later become a good journalist in no time. Because as long as you're able to sit down a little bit and do these videos, and it's easier. So we don't need to talk too much. We just give you analysis now, and you decide. We give you the raw product, you decide what you do with it. But that is the Liberia we got right now. Under the footballing president, somebody who played football for 22 years, and their country could not even win an African Cup. That's a successful man right there. The man played football for 22 years straight. Government of Liberia pay him good money every time he played football. We pay him. On top of it, the young people say we pay you for over 22 years, not enough for you. In fact, you gamble it. We'll give you another position so you can get more money so you can change our owners. You can change our corner from ugly to better. That's why it is. But it almost appeared that we did buy the job so it can be right there. The man paid there. You see the funny part? You see the funny part? Joey played football for Liberia. He played free. All the Lone Star players did not play football for Liberia free. Especially during the regime of Samuel Doe coming to Charles Taylor. Especially Samuel Doe. Some of you that play for Lone Star, my uncle, maybe I will play that song tonight. He didn't play for Lone Star, but he was a musician. They call him Francis Vanny Connor. My mother's small brother, he right here in Fargo. I'm not lying on him. Okay? So, Joey and the rest of the guys, but let me limit it to Joey. I played football for 22 years. Liberia did not even win an African Cup. We didn't even qualify for World Cup. Even though he played Africa best, Europe best, world best. What did he bring for us? Is zero. What did he get for himself? At least he was able to establish junior professional. I saw the buses passing, but today they broke down. He was able to establish WEAH Sports Center on Rhino Street. It broke down. He was able to establish King Lodge. When loser players used to go to Liberia, charge to the government paid them. Then they go to a guest house. Then he takes on that money. That guest house broke down. He became president. He bought it further and built mansion there now on that street. Y'all know what I'm talking? I will bring some kind of story here that I personally experienced about a week ago, but not today. About conflict of interest. I will talk about that here. How people in America, professional people, whether inside the government, at city level, county level, state level, or federal government level, or private practice, just private practice, I will tell you about that tonight. You get whole code of conduct and not even get power. Because I wanted to play Dylan stuff on the class reloaded today. It's not working. I will clean it after the show. Another show time I will play it. Okay? You have bunch of senators, bunch of representatives in the house that don't do their job. Everybody subscribe to just WEAH doctrine. That's why the country can't go nowhere. You wouldn't get Dylan at the level of the Senate, Nyobli Kanga, at some point, Bocha joining them to say what they got to say. But they are 30 senators. So 2 to 3 people, it can't go nothing, they will just make noise. That's why I really wanted to play his direct, but I will clean that clip maybe tomorrow. Dylan said something tonight on the class reloaded. I think we need to follow that through. Because if we have ugly president, ugly senators, ugly representatives, they are only there for their belly, then the country is far from reality. Because the president is a common criminal already. The only people that can check the president to put some fear in the president to do a little bit better, they're the lawmaker. But they too, they can't do nothing. And nobody telling them how to do that to a point where they can lie on themselves. Can you imagine? Road front, that's a law. Submit to a ticket. They call and say, no. We give him authority. They give him no authority. But lady, all I want there tonight, my people, I don't want to say how long we're going to be here or not, but I call it down. Actually, the music time, I call it down tonight. The clips, I call it down. Okay? So, I'm hoping that we'll leave from here sooner than usual. Okay? So, like I said, right? Arusha Howard is a bad boy to Samuel Toy, the third minister. The guy who had accident coming from Lofa alongside with his wife and the driver, and they flew them to Turkey and they let the driver go on their own using our tax dollars. The third office guy. They chased him out of that campus. They chased Maggie out of that place. Joy Howard Taylor was chased. Okay? Today, yesterday, Liberian time, or maybe 2 days ago, they chased Arusha Howard. You all remember when the Yogo were going on with Legis, our population house, Arusha Howard's worker Minister of Finance, according to the admission on Spoon Talk by Samuel Toy, that he worked with some kind of department, eligibility department. However, he has legit checkbook. He can literally drive to any commercial bank and withdraw money from Legit's account. Samuel Toy said on that Spoon Talk that night, if I can remember, that Arusha Howard, even though work for government at the Ministry of Finance, he also does some communication consultation for Legis. So part of his job at finance, he does that on his own. He got consultancy firm. That's what the finance minister said. So Arusha Howard drive to one of the banks, I think GT Bank or Echo Bank, one of them, and withdraw 200,000, I think 160,000 naira, and put it in his pocket US dollar that he paid. The boy has check in his legit checkbook in his pocket. He traveled with it. Samuel to a bad boy. I don't call him special assistant. Bad boy. So he went on university campus yesterday, probably Liberian time. and the students are making their business, that all those criminals, all these those looters from George WEAH, whenever they enter their campus, whenever they go there, they will be chased out of that campus because what? They are responsible for their trouble. They are responsible for dirty learning environment. So you were chased. Few hours ago, Akaras Gray, who also graduated from that university, who were also one of the student leaders, I think same or so, they did the same thing. Now, according to Akara Gray post, go on Facebook, you will see it there. He will be rallying around sedition gangsters like they did on July 26th to university students. They will be going there in their numbers. So there's a thing now. Akara Gray is a sitting representative and other government officials at national level. They are going to counter the students. You see how low these people bring are? Jihad just we are bring is so small, according to Dylan, less than 2 megabytes. Majority of them, they are just, I don't know what just we gave these people. You are out there. You're supposed to be making policy on our behalf. At the level of government of Liberia, you are going to counter student-based political party on the campus of the University of Liberia, mid-campus on Capitol Hill. Is that a job you're going to do for? Are you going to wear khaki to go on campus to counter? You see how they don't change? Change is 360 degrees away from these people. All they are good at doing is to instill violence. But they need to start asking themselves why the students are behaving the way they're behaving, and they're not doing it to anybody else, only certain people. And that is a question I want you and I to answer tonight. Why? When they brutalized students on July 26, 2022, including Christopher Cecilio, and injected him with unknown substance. When they took them to court, who went and stood their bond? It was the same seditions, government official, the higher Councilor Arthur Johnson. You see that? Is that a justice? Is that how we maintain peace? Because Joe, we are always talking about peace. When people don't get justice, is it peaceful? So the students are saying you are responsible for their trouble. Don't go on their campus. Now we get national, so-called national leaders. They are going on campus now to counter the students. They are babies. Like I said last night, now all men should be considered father. Now all women should be considered mother. They are just in the men's seat, but they are not really men. They are babies. Because their thinking is not even good because they steal too much. Stealing, public stealing is way too much. That's why they behave like that. But let's discuss it tonight, my people. All right? So, we're opening the line right now. If you have time, you want to call, you can call now if you have our number. And let me just tell you something. Those of you that just coming up tonight, if you get a number, just save it. That's the number. Okay? That is a number, just save it. If you already have it, you have not saved it yet, just save it. So that when we come here, you don't have to struggle. That number is going to be there for the most part. We'll pay for it, okay? So my people, that is there. Those of you that have the number now, you can call. But I'm going to pin the number also. Yeah, let's try to get out of here the next 30 minutes if we can afford. You already got the topic. University of Liberia students versus Judge WEAH. Okay, good job. Oh, somebody tried to call. Judge WEAH, President WEAH cartel, criminal cartel, looters. Why university students Always chasing them out from campus. Why? Why? Y'all call and let us know. Okay? Why? Whole day I play my part. You play football. What you brought for us? You didn't bring nothing. If you send your child to school, they go to school, they finish high school, they don't do nothing for you. But every time they the bosses say, you know that. Don't make me to say something to Joey tonight. You play football for over 22 years. Why you carry to Liberia? You carry the flag all over the place. But why you gave her nothing. The people that did not reach to your level, Africa best, Europe best, and world best, they took something to their country. You didn't carry nothing for us. Then the young people disturb. Then they make you president, then you can't begin to abuse us. King, you cannot call on the WhatsApp number. No. If you're listening to me, you got to call the other number. I'm not taking our call. The number anyway, 3291. That's a WhatsApp number. Don't call on it. Call the regular number. Thank you. All right? You become president. Looks that could not even play in their home country because the football is not correct. You still pressing yourself? That you pay your due. What's the due you gave us? Say 1997, you told Borja and the rest of the people you wanted to be president, and all you were doing all that thing for going to a refugee camp because you wanted to be president. You said, we are. That's it. Africa best, Europe best, world best. Liberia does not even have a private studio, a private football field that you would have built in your own name as a legend, football legend. You didn't even do that because you gamble your money. Then the young people give you the country, it's like that's a curse. It's a curse on us. We did bad to you. The semblance of gratitude is not even closer to your DNA, Joey. Then you got all the, criminal cartel members all behind you looting the country. You try out. You have next with that election are coming. You will see. Let me pin the number so you can start calling. So we'll talk the thing here and get out of here. Because the story not ending until we take them out. That's only what the story went. I got a number over there. Just start calling. While I wait for call, the WhatsApp number, let me do the WhatsApp number too. Because they want we got to do it every day. Please, if you are in America, I will know. Do not call the WhatsApp number, okay? If you are in America, do not call the WhatsApp number. I beg you. You leave the WhatsApp number for people that are out of here. There are two numbers over there. The first one, that is the direct number. The second one, anyway, 8012, that's a WhatsApp number. Please, if you are in America, do not call that number. All right? So, my people, the number to call, 267-938-2801. That's the number to call, direct number to call the show every day or every night. All right? The WhatsApp number is +1 267 648-8012. This number being is supposed to be super easy. Especially you always calling the show. We've been talking to you here forever. If you don't call the direct number, I'm not going to answer you. Alright? We got to make it straight. This is a simple instruction. Alright. Somebody just tapped in there. Sonny, he said, Joe, we are going to the refugee camp was about looking for women. But we see the man born 3 children while married to WEAH. Yeah, the man born 3 children while married to WEAH. Sleeping together. 3 children. Some of them in Minnesota here. Alright, so it's just crazy. It is very, very crazy. It is very, very, very crazy. So while we wait for caller, the caller that calling on the other number, I already said I'm not answering that number. You need to call the other one. You need to call the other number, then we'll go through that. Only WhatsApp people are taking on that number. Only WhatsApp. While I wait for callers, let me do my commercial, alright? Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting, Family-Based Immigration Services. We are your immigration paperwork agency on the block. Immigrant working for immigrants, okay? That's what we are doing here. If you want to do your citizenship, U.S. citizenship, give us our people, we'll do it for you. If you want to renew your green card, maybe expire, we can also do that. If your green card lost, or maybe you get tier, give it to us, we'll do it. If you just come into America, you get a first green card here, we can do that one too. If you want to file for your parents, your small children, your BB children, your brothers, your sister, we can do that one too. If you came to America, somebody see you or you see somebody, you all love each other and you start dating, you get married, of course we can file that, it's legal. We'll call it adjustment of status. If you want to do fiancé visa, that Queen people call it fiancé. Alright, but we the country people call it boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and girlfriend visa. You get your boyfriend outside of America, any part of the world, including Liberia, or your boyfriend there, and y'all talking, y'all got interest in each other, yep, good job. You can petition the government through us, you can bring your boyfriend or you can bring your girlfriend. But that one there, you gotta be citizen for it. If you're not citizen, you can't do that one there. When they come, the law says you get 3 months to get married, and then we'll go to the next step, okay? We can do that one too. If you just want to do something we call visiting visa, you want to invite somebody to come visit you, for whatever reason, all right, DS-160, we do that too. Then the other one called affidavit of support. Okay, my sister Jacqueline, you are okay. Yeah, call the number. Sometimes it can get jammed. The number is working, my people. That's the phone used to play music. It's right here. I'm literally looking at it. Try it again, my sister. I think you should be fine by now. Try it again. Sometimes it can get jammed. Alright, so we're doing that one too. If you want to do affidavit of support preparation and submission to National Visa Center for your loved one, the paperwork or the petition that USCI already approved. Okay, we got our first caller here. Yeah. How you doing, caller? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from New Jersey. My name is Chocolate.
All right, Chocolate, how are you today?
I'm doing great, and you?
Life is better. God is in our corner. That's why we're talking plenty.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Lay on us. So what you say about the topic?
Yeah, the whole thing about this WEAH presidency, Liberians just made a big mistake, and because of shame, some are coming out to pretend to be defending him. This is a man that played football. All the money he got, he misused them. This is a man that he opened all of his business, everything broke down because of mismanagement and socialization.
Mm-hmm.
This is a man that making himself all over because he wanted to make money. This is a man that became a Muslim man because he wanted to make money and denounce his Christianity. This is a man that did all sorts of things. He came back and you're giving a country all the best he got. He never qualified one day to bring a cup, to even bring a cup home. He never even had a fan club in Liberia. He wanted to be LP president, I think to be corrected. They denied him because he never had a fan club. They gave him Lone Star to Captain Lone Star, he divided Lone Star. You got to agree to do certain things for him before you can be part of his Open 11. Why can't you give such a person a whole nation that just want to try to recover. They made a mistake, and they don't want to accept.
We call it political accident, my sister. Political accident, big time for 6 years.
And now, the problem here is, we just pray to God that God will bless, or God will use His power on those that will be responsible to announce the final election, because he congratulating Nigerian election right now is because he sees something that he thinks he can copy. Yeah. So that's the fear. Liberians may vote their minds, but who knows what they want to do in between there. So that's some of us fear right now. Liberia is going backward. All this development they are carrying on right now is just to fake things. That when they are re-elected, they will stop everything again.
And steal the money.
So it's just so sad. We thank God that some of you are coming and be brave and taking the lead to speak for us. And we pray that God Almighty will hear our cries in our various corners and see the vote and listen to the innocent blood that continues to cry for you and do something for this nation. That even those that will be announcing, if anybody that will just say they're holding money because of their self-gain, as all of them have done to do, and because they want to fake the result of that election, let them be in their sleep before the day of pronouncement or final result.
Yep.
Let them just live in their sleep. That's all.
Yep.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. Okay. Thank you for calling. It's been a while. We don't even get female caller. Thank you. We appreciate it. All right, folks. That was our first caller. All right. So like I was saying, we are also doing affidavit of support. And we are doing oneness right here. Other applications actually, including work permit, work permit and DED. All right. Income tax and auto insurance referral. We're doing a lot of stuff here, my people. Let me pick up my friend and brother from Rhode Island, Paul Jebo. Paul Jebo, what you say, my man? That the thing we're talking on you graduated from that school there. What you say?
Yeah, my man. Thank you so much. First of all, the number was kind of accurate.
The number was accurate, but they phone here a year. I'm looking at it later on it. That's why I used to play music just so I make sure it is running.
Thank you for the topic, Francis. You have set it up. There's nothing, I can actually say, but this is what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let me come at the statement made by Representative Akara's grade. It's not surprising to me for Gray to come out and say he's going to mobilize men to go at the university campus when he has no business going there, just because he wants to create chaos. So he wants to prove a point, and he wants to go at the campus. And what Gray fails to understand is that no government has succeeded against the student population. Doe failed, Taylor failed, even Ellie was chased out of that campus. In fact, she was denied access to the Parawa Hall because they said she did not meet the requisite qualification. They had a standard. So, those are things, all of them, including Gray, did before when they were at the university. Why now you want to counter-react? What do you want to prove? Is that a lawmaking? Is that a representation as a lawmaker? I do not blame people agree. He advanced a similar democracy. Gray will never come closer to the secretarial position. So let him go and try. They are waiting for him too. And they are waiting for them.
Mm-hmm.
What they want to turn Liberia into because they have failed the people.
Yeah.
A only provoking situation that will start out chaos and that could possibly lead to civil unrest. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Because if you keep marginalizing people, the next issue, if you waited the rules of engagement, deadly force is the last resort.
Yep.
In other words, if you keep marginalizing the people, suppressing them of the democratic rights, then there will be no other option but to use the rules of engagement.
Yep.
And that's part of our democracy. Because in democracy, we got electoral process, we got protests, we got assembly, the right to assembly, and the last resort in our democratic process is civil unrest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the deadly force. So those of you who do political science understand that in democracy there are four cardinal or democratic rights that citizens have. We don't want to use the deadly force on the last resort.
But if they keep provoking our probably we're going to get there.
Say that again?
If they keep provoking our probably we're going to go to the last resort.
But that's why they're provoking, because they fail. When a people fail, when a government fail or an institution fail, they create a situation to escape their responsibility. They don't want to take accountability for their action. So they want to create a situation, it was because anything that happened, so you cannot do anything in just 8 months when you should have done it in 6 years. You understand that? So let me just put that in the trash. I don't think Representative Gray, who's supposed to be making laws, will go over there and go out like a gangster.
Yep.
Now, the next issue, I just don't, I did not get all of your topics, but if you can just, throw a little light for a second, let me address a few, or maybe I can call back later if you need.
Maybe it would be a good thing for you to keep it for Friday. What's on your mind?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
problem.
Yeah, thank you, Jago.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, like I was saying, Congoman Multi-Service Consulting, family-based immigration. All you need to do is, all of you that get immigration, people what to do. Don't allow lawyer to take plenty money from you. We taking about 10 to 15% what lawyer charge. And we don't need to tell you what they are charging. You already know it. Some of our followers are called on this show and said it. We don't need to tell you. Give it to us. We are just like you. Okay? We are immigrant. You are immigrant. Give it to us. We know exactly how to deal with that. We know how to deal with it. We are trained to do what we are doing. Give it to us. Along the non-deportation, the small people waiting. Give it to us. We're ready to get it done. Okay? So our phone numbers are 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693, 701-330-4693. We got another caller here. Those are our numbers. Consultation on the phone is free. Don't worry about it. If you don't get a number from my mouth, I'm going to pin the number right there with our name, okay? Go to the comment section after the show. You will get it. I'll be back. Juru. Oh, man, Jukuju.
How you doing?
My man, don't be radical tonight. You listen to Old Man Taylor?
No. I'm going to be radical. I just wanted to a point.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President, my brother don't have to be smart. We have to take everything out of his book to make sure to distract the Liberian for the election. Keep on the call, the guys don't want to see the election. So they counter protest when he say he's going to protest against the Sioux. It's just to distract while the opposition pay attention to this small thing that's going on in the country. They would not pay attention to the big one that's going on. It's election time. So we have to do everything in power to distract the Liberian for him to stay in the election. People that both counter agree, they come here and tell me you will do counter protest, you will protest. I'll listen to Falcon. Today we are going to work. Everything in the book I never use it. Then why you paying attention to the small one, then you're eating the big fish? People go to that man will be president for another 6 more years.
That's tough for life. That one not going to happen.
Yeah, but that's what the opposition need to be smart. They have to be smart, and that's why the opponent said, and they need to unite themselves and be ready for Mr. Will. And I mean, the Papa said, I'll be wearing my feet.
According to ADD on the Crash Reloader, he said Ambassador Bwaka and other opposition political party leaders will be meeting tomorrow. That tomorrow is today, Liberian time. And after that meeting, they will be coming up with some conversation targeting trending issues, trending national issues. So let's wait and see.
Mr. President, you know the book I more beautiful. They are going to give up my people. If I mean I'll be wearing my military fitting to send we have a strong message. You careful with it from here. May God have mercy in Liberia. And I'll need you here running. And I'm military fitting, the same thing that are doing. I'm military fitting, you see me every time you see me talking. Now me are sending you a message to. Say you want to destroy the whole country, we'll be ready for you. Fire for fire. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. So let me get this stuff and see whether it will work better, okay? This clip, I think about VP and LD people.
I can tell you what.
Okay, this was VP. I didn't get the entire clip.
And many people looking at her as a female in politics, let people like. There's nothing about being polite. She just who the students say she is. She just who. And what do we need? We need to vote them out.
That is Reverend Wendell Emo.
They are not reliable. They are not trustworthy. They have proven that they are unable to govern. They are unfit. Thank you.
Before I come to Jupo and then Pia, let me play. Jupo, I want to hear your reaction from, how will somebody in Bon County react. But let me play the video. I see people requested I will play. Let's play one or two more times. Then.
Now the people here cause to go, Joe, we are refusing to help these boys.
Maybe when you see people that only inside, which was the most important. This administration, majority of the youth, they are poor, so plenty on the street. So they say when somebody get up and wait, if you go to see another group, you go to see another group. So what caused the people? Thank you. Because administration, what they told us that they were going to do for us, the first thing they told us they were going to a rehabilitation center. They told us they were going to bring change to our life. And they went up there, they advocated for almost $10 million to come and settle us with the disadvantaged youth.
So when they share money, where you say we can help you?
No, that's how we need more money.
We don't need money.
Money can help.
Money can help. Want to send people to vocational school, that would bring you back and get your job. Because if you can take care of yourself, then you can have family, take care of your family.
Yes. As for me now, president, as I told you, I'm a high school graduate.
My people, you're not calling. I gotta give you one, okay?
Has given a new reason why he will not support the re-election of President George WEAH. Longtime Senator Prince Johnson says in the 6th year since he was elected, WEAH has failed to bring investors to Liberia, thereby worsening the country's unemployment rate. Supporters say the president has focused on the country's development through his government's pro-poor agenda for prosperity and development.
The new development comes after Johnson says a high-powered delegation from the ruling CDC urged his party not to field a presidential candidate because it will hurt President WEAH's re-election chances. Johnson tells me the delegation included several top ministers, including those from the Ministries of Finance, Labor, a former Minister of State, and the chair of the ruling CDC.
We have a candidate, standard bearer, to run directly, and they are saying, no, we should not run, we should support Mr. WEAH. If we do, it's an affront to Mr. WEAH and all kinds of talks. And we say we are a party registered under the law of this country, and our support from 2017, October, it ended October 2022. So there is no more document binding. And during this 6-year period this year, we have observed that what we expected in the past is not what we see on the ground. We have believed, as one of the Liberian people believe, that being the world best, European best, African best, all the best, that this election will have attracted investors to Liberia to create jobs and alleviate the suffering of our people through the investment and employment. But since this election, the world has abandoned us in the sense that no investors are coming, and what we're doing in the country is just ratifying loan agreements all the time, and we cannot build a country based on loan and internal revenue within the private sector. So things are very difficult in the country. The unemployment rate is escalating. So there's nothing encouraging to give Mr. WEAH second term. That's why we decided to quit.
Senator, help me. You said a delegation from the ruling CDC came to see you. Who are the members on that delegation?
Well, the Minister of Finance, the former Minister of State for Judicial Affairs, the chairperson of the CDC, Mr. Malu, Professor Wilson Carter, EPA Director General, the Minister of Labor, Mr. Charles Gibson, and many others.
Senator, how do you say there's no development? As recent as, I think, earlier this month, the president dedicated a hospital. I see pictures of roads being paved.
Jimmy, that's a different thing. I'm not saying there is no development. There are some level of development. I am saying the high rate of unemployment is a major concern. When investors are not on the ground to provide jobs, and we are leaving the sufferings. We're talking about the jobs for our people. The jobs, we put food on the table. The jobs, we have our people, those university graduates every year. When they graduate, no job, their degrees are hanging on the walls, and they continue to increase the number of unemployment.
Let me ask you, Senator, in the past you have supported President WEAH. And this is the reason why I think people accused you of selling your NIBA vote for money. Some people are saying you are making all this noise because now you want the government to give you more money.
That's what I hear people say, but they are on the wrong side of history. That is not my nature. I don't know of any market where they sell votes. They say these things, and it's not true. If I form an alliance with you, I collaborate with you, and I find incompatibility, coupled with that, the agreement expires, I can no longer renew that agreement.
Well, why not support one of the parties? I mean, how certain are you that your candidate might win?
We are open to all parties. We are working with ANC. We are working with the Unity Party. We are working with the newly certificated party, EFCC. All of the parties on the ground, we are working with them. So one party cannot win with all the other in the country. So you mean all hands on deck.
Senator Johnson, it is always a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year again to you.
Happy New Year. God bless you, Jimmy.
That was Senator Prince Johnson of Liberia speaking with us from the capital, Monrovia.
All right, folks, so we're going to play one Joseph Barker song from Eric Johnson. Y'all know Eric Johnson, right? After that, we call it a night. Thank you for coming, okay? I'm a papier. Et mais you guys go get your own papier.
Brand new day, fellow Liberians, vote Joseph Barker for the continued development in Liberia for better life. EJ,
Ewe ho.
Love Liberia, Joseph Barker, Joseph Barker, Liberia, Joseph Barker, Joseph Barker, teach Liberia, Joseph Barker, Bay Liberia, love Liberia, teach Liberia, Bay Liberia, folk Liberia. Tete Bole, you're giving. Bisa Bole, you're giving. Easy Gela, you're giving. You're giving. The country giant coming you. See Joseph Boga, see my Nukwe, see Joseph Boga, see my Nukwe. For peace and unity, you're level for Joseph Boga. Joseph Boga, let me say they are. They're level for Joseph Boga. Joseph Boga, for say drinking water. They're level for Joseph Boga. Joseph Boga, for education. For Joseph Boga, Joseph Boga, for fair play and justice. Lele for Joseph Boga, Joseph Boga, for agriculture. Lele for Joseph Boga, Joseph Boga, for development. Lele for Joseph Boga, Joseph Boga. Says Maureen, Mama, my people your level. For Joseph Boga, hey your level. For Joseph Boga, hey your level. My people, your level. Hey, your level.
Love Liberia.
Hey, your level.
Team Liberia. And together, let us build Liberia.
Love Liberia. Liberia. Teach Liberia. Hey, Liberia. Love Liberia. Teach Liberia. Bay Liberia, folk Liberia. Niba Kante, Sano Kante, Lofa Kante, Bon Kante. Kante, Sano Kante, Mewele Kante, Rubadi Kante, Magibi Kante, Wenku Kante, Rubases Kante, Bapolu Kante, Wenkema Kante, Wembaso Kante, Monsoaro Kante, Monsoaro Kante. Niba Kante, Sano Kante, Lofa Kante, Bon Kante, Wendile Kante, Sano Kante, Mewele Kante, Rubadi Kante, Magibi Kante, Wenku Kante, Rubases Kante, Bapolu Kante, Wenkema Kante, Wembaso Kante, Monsoaro Kante, Monsoaro Kante. Jojo, Tantan, Tamauna, says Maureen, Sabwaka, Yamatin, Edwin Mevin Snow, Woman Bay, Pate Cheme, it will walk. I'm back. Huh? Unity Party! Oh yeah! I
can't wait to find my say LRB! We're stuck, I can't be there, let me tell you now.
Joseph Boga, oh yeah! Let's go! Again, take it, oh, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it off, take it off, take it off. Joseph Boga bine insa osa, ibine insa, Joseph Boga bine insa osa, ibine osa, love Liberia, Liberia,
Joseph Boga,
Teach Liberia.
Joseph Walker.
Pay Liberia.
Joseph Walker.
Love Liberia.
Joseph Walker.
Teach Liberia.
Joseph Walker.
Pay Liberia.
Joseph Walker. Walker.
Liberia.
Joseph Walker.
People your level. Vote for Joseph Walker. Hey, your level.
Vote for Joseph Walker.
Hey, your level.
Vote for Joseph Walker.
People your level. Vote for Joseph Walker. Hey, your level. Vote for Joseph Walker. Hey, your level.
All right, my people. That was Eric Johnson, CKH, and we hold. All right, so folks, we are appealing to you. We holding your phone, yeah? You try to share with your family members. Every night we come here, you share it. In addition to that, you talk to your people, your family members in Liberia, your uncles, your nephew, your nieces, your everything, your enter them. You talk to them. The people can send money to. Let them register to vote. Election Commission ration the town. Oh, they say most other candidate. That's a day. After that day, if you not register to vote, you will not be able to vote on October 10th. So let all of us talk to our people on the cell phone, on WhatsApp, on Messenger. We got to do that. We want to change judges. We want to vote them out. We got to get a vote to do that. We got to get a tsunami. It can't be something we hang on there. You win tiny. We got to beat the people. We beat them. Google, we say that one there. At the bottom back. That one they will not have no means to steal. But you go win the man, you win tiny, and they get all the sophistication that the man old girlfriend at the election commission. Then they other man Akim Baba, that his former wife at the Supreme Court, Every Snow. The current Chief Justice was married to Every Snow, and they are the same people. Akim Baba, George WEAH, Musa Berere, and Every Snow, that the football people in there. At the end there, so my people will beg in here. The only way we're going to succeed in all the things we're doing here, we got to encourage our people to get out to vote. To get out to vote. There was some of us who have decided to sacrifice, to pay our $1,500 to go to Liberia to come back and get ready to go again. Thank God the kind of job we do here, we okay. Alright? So my people, don't forget. I'm going to start telling y'all again. I'm going to keep telling y'all. I will be going to Liberia. I'm making an announcement. I will start posting the cash out by next week. I will start posting the number. So you can't forget. Y'all help us to help our people. I forget you. The trip not cancel. Abomination. It will not cancel. God already approved it. I'm telling you to help me with ticket. The ticket is purchased. We're set to go. However, when we get there, to be able to do all the radio engagement, to get on the platform on this side, to be able to go to the community, there are people here from us, but we need $1 to $2 for gas and for squash card, for data. All right? The 1,000 minutes, Orange and Lone Star were giving, Joe, we had to take it out again. Any money you put in now, that 24 hours, after 24 hours, it's gone. The government changed it through LTA, Liberia Telecommunication Authority, that they're the one they can use. So they're just doing everything to get us crippled. But we're not stop, we're not get crippled. They want to fool us. They just want to bring us down so they can stay in power. But they will not succeed. Plenty of people living in the country going to Liberia to register their vote. Since I've been in the country here, this is the first time I see people running to Liberia paying their own money. Average $1,500 for round trip ticket. Those of us that live in North Dakota, you gotta buy area or else will be more than that. So my people, I beg you. I beg you. Let us do this thing with Jehovah's Witnesses. We want to vote Judge WEAH and his cartel members out. We got to register to vote. We got to come out. We got to come out in our majority. Let us carry our anger to the ballot box. That's what we need to do. Like the American people did it to Donald Trump right here in America. Even in the midst of two electoral systems, electoral college and the popular vote, American people carry their anger to the ballot box They beat Donald Trump popular vote, electoral college vote, they beat him until he couldn't believe it. The same thing Joe we are saying about Donald Trump was saying in America here. That he didn't do nothing for the American people. He used his system to get what he got, where he found himself prior to the people voting for him. He won. Now he been president for almost 4 years. That one he will not win. But guess what? The other thing came out. He lost. Joe came to New York and said he do nothing for Liberian people. He played football for 22 years. Africa best, Europe best, world best. He didn't carry a single African cup to Liberia. Countries around the world, including Africa, Ghana, then South Africa, then other countries. Me, I'm not football man, okay? I'm not sport person. If I'm not right, just say the truth here. Did Joe carry any cup to any cup to Liberia? No. Did he play for anything that won African Cup for another country? No. Did he build any stadium for commercial purposes in his own, in his country? No. The people in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, okay, in Nigeria, in Senegal, and other African countries that did not reach just WEAH level in terms of Africa best, Europe best, and world best, did they do better in their respective countries? I would say yes. Did WEAH do better in his own country? No. Since he became president 5 years ago. 5 years ago. What happened to Lone Star? Did they play their home games home? No. You know why they didn't play home? Because the football field not correct. Joe we are seeing this go carry on right there. They spoiled the pitch. They could not fix it. They could not fix it. That's the man who go gave him the presidency. But again, it's not too bad. Because from 2005 all the way to 2017, it was good that they made God 18 years and we put the country in trouble with the young people. Majority of young people voted for Joe Weah. And old man Prince, you too, you cause trouble for us too. Old man Prince Johnson. Thank God you and him, you are all political divorce now. That's not too bad. And that's why I'm asking all my good people, my friends, let us stay away from Senator Johnson and President George Weah brutal political divorce, because we were not there when they got married. We never stood in that wedding. So no need to put our mouth there. Let it go. Let them force and divorce so the country can have peace of mind. All right, my people? So I want to say thank you plenty for coming on, but don't forget about us. Okay? We around the block. The common sense immigration agency, we are the one. Immigrant working for immigrants. Okay? Don't forget, Kangoma Multi-Services, Consulting, Family Base, Immigration and Income Tax. That's what we're doing here. We get plenty of things on our plate. Don't forget about us, okay? I printed the name. It's running right there. After the show, you get the number. Go back to the show. Go to the comment section. You will get all our telephone number there. 24/7 open. We pick up calls. If we don't pick up your call, we are on the other phone talking with customers, or maybe we are on the show. And you already know the show time, okay? Don't forget about again, let me call the number one more time plus the website, okay? Our numbers are 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. 701-330-4693. We are not taking any more call for the show. We're done. All right? Our website address for our agency is www.kangomaconsulting.com. www.kangomaconsulting.com. Again, there's a big disclaimer. We are not a lawyer, and so we are not a law firm. Okay, we learn how to do this, and we've been doing it for people. And those of you under my voice, we're working with you right now. You give a paperwork to work for you. We're working with you. And those of you that are planning to call me to get your work started, don't even worry whether I'm going to Liberia or not. The two telephone numbers are going to be open 24/7. Okay? I'm physically out of here, but my business still running on the wire. Most of my work, I do it on the internet. If I can't get good internet, I will go to Hotel Boulevard. They got spot there for me already. I get my mobile computer here, Verizon will transfer the internet for me. If it's not strong, because of the tower in Liberia, no problem. I'll go to the hotel. I'll go do your paperwork there. Don't worry about that. Oh, don't say, oh, let me come in travel, let me leave him, let him come out. No. Don't slow down my blessing. Don't do that. They want to not politics here. They're not policy. This is business, okay? The 2 numbers for Kangoma Multi-Service Consulting going to be open 24/7. To and from, except we fall asleep. All right? It's going to be open. Don't worry about that. The email going to be open. WhatsApp going to be open. Usually don't allow people to, what they call me, a messenger. That will happen fine. But most of the time is WhatsApp, email, and regular phone calls. All right? So don't worry about nothing. You're fine. You're totally fine. The good news is when we finish doing your work, we send you real report, and immigration will also write you to get you to understand that we're done with it. All right? So again, my people, you might not get depressed about it here. The Liberia business here, Liberia will be okay. This great United States, they had slavery here at different times. Women were not voting. Black people were not voting. People that didn't get property were not voting. They went to civil war. They didn't go the level we went, but they too went to civil war. The British people were here before 1776, 4th of July, okay? The only problem that there, or the difference between us, this country and Liberia, every turn of the way in American history, American political leaders, they always strive to do better. For us, for the most part, from 1980, when we changed the First Republic to Second Republic, we have not seen any strife. It's just all about conflict. And that's the reasons why we get energy to sit here and share our perspectives with you, and you share your own with us. And together, hopefully, with consistency in our advocacies, with honesty and some level of reasonable integrity and commitment to our country, I think we're going to be better one day. We're going to be better one day. What we see now, it has never been like that. We are graduating small. I know they had to change, but this time around, in the midst of social media technology, if they don't change will change them. So don't worry about it. When we're going to bed, we're getting out of bed, we tell our God thank you, and we ask our God to watch our steps day in and day out. Okay? Liberia is going to change. I am optimistic about that. Liberia is going to change. It don't have to be today or tomorrow, but it is going to change. Trust me. Because Liberia and Liberians will not continue to live in isolation in real time. And because we will not, and we should not, we must change. And that change must come from the top, the leadership. Then the rest of the people will follow. All right? So my people, don't forget about us. We're not going to forget about you. We will continue to do this as long as God gave us the opportunity to do so. Trust me. We'll be on the, even Joseph Walker win the election. Some of you thinking different, but I want you to hold it. Let Joseph Walker win the election first. We're going to be right here. It's not going right. We're going to tell Omer Walker not going right. This is not what we're sitting where they're giving our people 2-3 hours a night. Average 1 hour 30 minutes. Nope, we're going to tell him. And some of us, we are not desperate. I don't got to be millionaire. I just need to survive. There are none of my clothes here that I buy for the $8.99, like the one, this shirt on me. I don't use it to sport. I send it for other people. After the show, I want to eat, I get food to eat. That's all I need. That's it. If I get more than that, God give it to me, I will be happy. But this level of desperado behavior in our country that one man want to grab everything and just live on it, and the rest of the people suffer? No. No, we're not going to take it. No, we're not going to take it. Okay? Some of people are thinking, yeah, I stop in it like that. The wise man say, 99 days for rule, 1 day for master. The Democrat newspaper in Liberia say this too is Liberia. And this too, it will finish. The oligarchy government in Liberia 157 years, from 1822, they left. Did they leave with respect? Did they volunteer to go? No. The government that came after the assignment, though, did they volunteer to go? No. But they still went, though. Successive transitional government power sharing with rebels looted our country. We gave them power, right? They're gone. Charles Taylor King, he gone. Ellie King, she gone. Just where we go. Don't worry yourself about it. Let's discuss it. Let's talk it. He is going to go. Okay? You're telling me, planet.